Hey, I'm Cliff McKinn with producesuccess.com. In this video, I want to talk briefly about the law of attraction and synchronicities as it relates to the law of attraction. And I also want to read a few pages out of this book right here that you see on your screen called Merlin's Message. Now, I've had this book for many years, and this is one of those books that I can always refer back to at any point in my life, and if I'm falling off, whatever the case may be, boom, it'll put me back on. You know, it's that powerful, it's that serious, it's jam-packed with wisdom and knowledge that'll change and transform anybody's life that has a mind open enough to receive the information that's in it. But before I read out this book, I want to tell you a little quick story that happened dealing with this book and the law of attraction and synchronicity. Just happened the other day. A guy had sent me a friend request. Okay? Well, actually, before I get into that, let me say this. I had just picked this book back up the other day and started reading it. For whatever reason, I don't know. Found it in my gym bag. Just started going back to the gym. So I said, I'm going to read it. Started reading it. Took my son to basketball practice the other day, too. And while we was driving to the practice, he's sitting in the passenger seat. I tossed him the book. I said, hey, start reading this book. Because I feel like this is the kind of stuff that children need to be instilled with. You know what I mean? Playing video games, watching NBA basketball games, NFL games, and all that good stuff. That's cool, but this is stuff of substance that'll go with them wherever it is that they go, no matter their age. All right. So with that said, I get back to the house that day. Guy had sent me a friend request. I confirmed it. No sooner than I confirmed his friend request, he made a post on my wall, and he was saying, "Hey, did you get my inbox message?" And I responded back, and I was like, I don't know, send it again, because I was busy. I was doing some other stuff. But by the time I got around to actually reading his inbox message, right before I did that, I had the thought that, hey, I'm going to read some more out of the book, Merlin's Message, because it's that good, you know. It kind of really aligns you with what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And so when I clicked on the message to read his inbox message, he was saying something about, do you have Merlin's message? And I'm thinking like, what? That's weird. Because I didn't make any posts about Merlin's message lately or anything like that. So I'm thinking, why would this dude be asking me this? So I said, hey, why you ask me this? And he said that you like Merlin's message page, or you like the picture about Merlin's message. I don't know how long ago this was. So, you know, just look at how those things kind of lined up. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And he was like, can you do me a favor? Can you get me the ebook? Now, I got the physical book. But he said, can you get me the ebook? Because I don't have a PayPal account. And I guess for the ebook, they require you to pay through PayPal. And so I asked him, well, do you got perfect money? Because I know people over in Africa, they are familiar with perfect money. Not everybody, but some people are. And he said, no, I don't have perfect money. But if you do me this favor, I'll pay you back in my own way. And the universe will bless you tenfold, basically, for helping him out or whatever. Now, I don't know if this guy was running game or not. I really don't care. But because of the synchronicity and all that and how weird it was, I ran with it, got in the book, sent in the book. He was, oh, wow, great, thank you. You're such a blessing and all this other stuff. Okay, so that's that. Now, with that said and with that out the way, I'm going to read the introduction of Merlin's Message. But let me give you a quick disclaimer before I read Merlin's Message. If you're a person that are rooted in tradition and you're rooted in religion, this may jar you. You know what I mean? This may jar you. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's quite different than what you're used to. But here's what I would say. Don't allow your mind to remain closed just because of that. Because I can guarantee you, this right here will change your life. So with that said, let's get right into it. Merlin's introduction. The message that transformed my world came to me because I asked myself a simple question. Being that we each create our own reality, how can we refine our abilities as fuller, awakened, conscious creators? Since the universal principle of law of attraction is continually in effect, I drew to myself the precise information that was to set me free to be more of me. I have come to know, through my experience, that life can be all that we dream it can be. We indeed are continually creating our realities, whether or not we do so consciously. We're always conscious while we are awake, but are we awake as to how we create while conscious? The magic of the message is only as good as one allows oneself to put into practice. It is all too easy to hear what you know is truth and go right back to the worn out ways of old. So I invite you to refer to this message often, as it was written to be a companion handbook. As you begin to journey through this book, let your intuition be your guide. The information contained herein is the key to manifesting your heart's desires. The principles I share here are invaluable tools that have worked amazing feats in my life. And because the laws of creation are absolutely unwavering, these principles will undoubtedly fit beautifully within your realm of experience as well. If as you read these words, you have the sense that they resonate with your innate knowing, that is, it feels good, then your guidance system is saying, yes, that's it. Pay attention within, for you are the complete authority of your life. What I say is so for me, and I continually reap the harvest thereof. This is the avenue through which grand and glorious things have come and continue to come to me. When I finally got it, when I truly understood that I can and do create my reality, moment by moment, I began to do so with deliberate intent. My expanded awareness of the art of awakened conscious creation has spelled liberation for me. Every day that message becomes increasingly clear. It is my knowing that this is how the law operates in each of our lives. May these words plant the seed so that you too will come to feel more of the infinite power that dwells within you. Return to your power. Your life force flows to you, through you. You came forth from non-physical into physical form, resonating vibration through feelings that create. Thoughts magnetized by your focused attention are points of creation. Through diversity and contrast, you make choices that define your experience. By having a loving allowance for all experiences and conditions, you become one with unconditional love. Visualize and then recognize your creation as your manifestation, living life in the now. This is your point of power. The creator is you. Now, I know that last statement jarred some people the wrong way, which is cool. But I'm going to read a little bit further. 2 more pages for the Excalibur, just because I'm in the groove of reading. The most powerful magical sword in all the land handed down from the dawn of man. The two-edged sword of truth. One edge calls forth the flow from your power source, and the other cuts it off. Will you call it forth or cut it off? This is your eternal choice as creator. Young Arthur innocently approached the sword and swiftly freed it from the stone without hesitation. He had no expectations of failure, for he had no fears about the outcome. His power was in pure play, not in the torment of twisted possibilities. No yearning there, simply wonder, what if? Those who failed to free the sword came to the scene with great seriousness and anxiety. They were trying to use physical force for the power source, rather than allowing the force of the source to be their power. When you feel negative emotion, the sword remains stuck in the stone, for you have cut off the flow of your creative life force towards where you want it to go. The sword of truth is freed from the stone when you feel positive emotion. When you choose to think thoughts that lift your spirit up, you lift the sword from the stone. You allow energy to flow through you to those things you desire. You have attained creative control of your kingdom. You are the monarchs of universal source, the creators of your own royal destiny. The inner realm is where you create the outer world. Wield your sword with the light of love and awaken to a life of living happily ever after. For this is truly your royal birthright. Now, for those of you that heard those words and it resonated with you, with your inner being, again, the name of this book is called Merlin's Message. Now, when I got this book, I paid, I think on the back of it, it says $7. But I think I might have paid around about, $10, $15, $20. But as far as the physical book, I think I seen it on Amazon for like $200, $300 or more. I don't know. But the ebook is out there. You can grab the ebook for like $25. It's no biggie. And the amount of, well, not the amount, but the knowledge and the wisdom that's within that book. Oh my God. If you're not already familiar with some of these principles, it'll change and transform your life. If you let it. Now, I know some people are going to watch this video, hear this information in that book, and their mind is going to close. Because they are entrapped by what it is that they already think they know. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to be making more videos about some other stuff moving forward. But anyways, I hope that this has provided some type of value to somebody out there, which I'm sure that it has. Again, I'm Cliff McKean with producesuccess.com, and if you don't remember anything else that you've heard in this entire video, then please be sure that you remember this right here. No excuse is acceptable.